Will anyone beat the Saints this season?
Looking at that schedule, I'm going to say yes. And it's probably
going Dallas win?
That someone will beat them.
Oh.
But I'm probably going to surprise people who I'm going to say that will beat them.
Okay.
I believe they lose to the Carolina Panthers on a Monday night.
Monday night.
This is a division rival, right? The division rival. These teams know each other, and it normally comes down to a one-possession game, and I believe that's the game they're going to lose. Skip, you know, in football, anybody can be beat on a given Sunday. I think that's what makes football so alluring, because my team really has a chance. It's not like basketball. You got to win 4 out of 7, or baseball, you got to win 4 out of 7. Just one time, a funny bounce here or there, an injury to your quarterback, and boom, I really, really have a great chance. And so I think that's what's going to surprise some people, the team that I think is going to beat them. But you better not turn the ball over, because the thing that I love most about the Saints is that when you turn the ball over, they punish you. Skip, they're not trying to get no 3. They're going for the jugular. And normally when you turn the ball over in your territory, Drew Brees is coming to hit you with the hammer right away. I believe in killing a gnat with a sledgehammer. It's not good enough to just flick him off. I'm trying to punish you and send a message to everybody else. That's the way the Saints play football. They're not just trying to beat the Atlanta Falcons. They're trying to send messages. Oh, you see this, Dallas? Oh, you see this, Tampa? Oh, you see this, Pittsburgh? Oh, we coming. They can run it with Kamara and Ingram. They can throw the ball. They have Drew Brees. Drew Brees only needed 22 attempts last night. 17 of 22. Got 4 touchdowns, and almost a quarter of his passes that he completed were for touchdowns. He's unbelievable. They're playing unbelievable. And the thing is what we thought was going to be a weakness, their defense is starting to play better. And it looks like the road to the NFC, to the championship in Atlanta, Super Bowl, is going to go through New Orleans. Skip, somebody's going to, if it does, somebody's going to catch hell beating them in that building. Because when that crowd gets going, they get going, and they're going to be tough to beat. Now, I know you're going to, you know what?
Have I spoken yet?
No, but you're going to
know?
You're making those
Because I know you. They just have so many different ways to beat you. Kamara can run it. He can catch it. Ingram can run it and catch it. They ran the ball, averaging about 5 yards a carry last night, 31 rush attempts. When you think of a team that runs the ball 30-plus times, you're thinking of a team that has a young quarterback or a game manager.
And how many times did they throw it last night?
22.
31 to 22. Yeah. These are not your crazy Uncle Saints, right?
Right.
This is new day, new way.
And like I said, normally, and when you think of teams that have the run disparity like that, I mean, run it more than they throw it, they got a young quarterback. Or they have a quarterback that's considered the game manager, and we don't want you to monk it up. That's Drew Brees. And you know, Jamie said that he's in the forefront leading for the MVP, 29-2. That pretty good, Skip? Because I know you was ranting and raving about somebody that had 28-2. But he missed 4 games. Oh, Drew Brees got 29-2. He ain't missed no game. But I ain't talking about Drew Brees.
Who are you talking about?
Tom Brady.
What are you talking about?
You remember when Tom Brady threw
Ancient history?
I
don't know what you're talking about. You got to update your resume.
You know what, Skip Bayless? I remember you said that.
Well, I'm just saying that this year's Brady, who beat Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers within a month.
Update. All I know, what happened in the last game? His last game, what happened?
What have I been trying to tell you all week long? What did I tell you? Drew Brees is running away with the MVP. Yes, he is.
He's walking briskly
right now. I told you you were premature. You jumped on the wrong bandwagon again, and it broke a front wheel last Monday night.
Yeah.
Just broke it right off.
We got 5 games to go.
Okay, but again, the lead is close to insurmountable.
Oh, no, it's not.
Because the narrative is Drew Brees finally wins his first MVP as he nears age 40. That's the MVP narrative of this year. Tom Brady was winning it last year at 40, right?
So that's the new thing, 40-year-olds winning MVP?
Well, it's a good narrative because he's never won one. You got to give him one.
Ain't no Lifetime Achievement Award, Skip.
29-2, and his QBR is ahead of Brady's all-time QBR record of 07, so he's still ahead at 89 to 88.5. That's just sensational. He's now 76 completion percentage, which is going to shatter his record set last year of 72%, right? Okay, what's not to like about this? And then, as Jamie said, we've been talking about this from last game, but this time he throws 4 touchdowns to 4 undrafted free agents I'd never heard of until 2 weeks ago.
Stop.
How do you do that?
Easy.
Huh?
Because here's the thing. Let me explain something to people. It's more amazing when a guy's an undrafted free agent makes an NFL team because teams don't have money tied up in him. Skip, one bad practice, and you're up out of there.
Okay.
So for you to make the team and to be able to play in this league, Adam Thielen is an undrafted free agent. Rod Smith, who's the all-time leader in Broncos in catches, yards, and touchdowns. Wes Welker. Let me introduce you in the guy. Johnny Randall was an undrafted free agent.
Okay.
Could he play?
Well, I mean, Tom Brady was a 6th-round draft pick. Okay, I got it.
So that's what's amazing, Skip, when these guys don't have money first, second round, because sometimes we get caught up. Well, he's a first-round draft pick. They bust out of the league also. Second-round draft pick.
Okay, was Julio undrafted free agent? No. Was Amari Cooper an undrafted free agent? No. These are high picks.
And guess what? They were going to get, no matter how bad they played their rookie season, no matter how bad a practice they have, guess what? They were going to be on the roster at the end of the year.
No doubt.
Undrafted free agent. He has a, think about what you have to do to get your position coach or the head coach attention to say, you know what? We need to get that guy more reps. We need to take a closer look at this kid because this kid might play. Like Terrell Davis was a 6th-round draft pick. He came in. He was the 6th running back on the depth chart. So for him to, he had to do something.
Okay, I got it. But the point is, you were pushing Patrick Mahomes as your MVP. What do you call him, Patrick Mahomes?
Mahomes.
Okay.
No, his numbers were pushing, Skip.
Okay.
I can't do nothing about that.
You were pushing wrongly for him to be MVP. He's throwing it to Tyreek Hill. Is there a Tyreek on the New Orleans roster? There is not. There's a Michael Thomas who ran 4.6 at the Combine. 4.6?
Yeah, Chris Carter ran 4.6.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, but is there a Travis Kelce on this roster? I like Ben Watson, but is he Travis? No. Is there a Sammy Watkins on this roster? There is not.
Well, we don't know when Sammy's going to come back. You know, Sammy played one game.
Okay,
so what about
Kamara and Ingram?
Can I interest you in Kamara and Ingram?
Okay, but again, that's different. You don't have a wideout who can threaten the defense deep. Unless some of these kids can. Maybe they can run.
What about
like Tommy Lee Lewis looks like he can fly to me, but I knew nothing about him from Northern Illinois. But he looks like he can run.
What about all these? What am I going to do about all these guys, Skip? Michael Thomas, all these catches that he keep getting.
I don't know. Does the quarterback throw him open? I think so.
I mean, you got to get open.
Yeah.
Skip, do you understand that in order for you to make an NFL roster, and granted, there's only 1,500 people of 7 billion, only 1,500 do that. So and for you to be, you get invited, Skip. So basically, all these guys that you mentioned that caught touchdowns, they were camp bodies. Because we can't go to camp with 53 guys. We got to take excess. We got to take excess of 80, 90 now.
Different stories going on here, but of these 4, some of them have been on the practice squad. Some of them haven't even been on the roster at all until just the last couple of weeks. And then on a big Thursday night stage, you're catching touchdown passes from a cinch Hall of Famer.
But I hope Austin Carr was going to catch that ball. It wasn't like,
has anybody been more open the whole NFL season than Austin Carr was on that touchdown?
No.
There's nobody within 15 yards of him. I don't know.
You could have caught that one.
I could have caught a lot of these balls.
No.
Yeah, I could have caught a lot of them.
There you go.
Okay, but the point is, I used to think my Dallas Cowboys had the best offensive line in football. Now it resides in New Orleans because they can bulldoze run block and they can really protect Drew Brees.
10 sacks. On the season.
He just stands back there. No, it's great. It's a joy to watch how hard they protect for him. And then they had 150 yards rushing.
Yeah.
Okay? So he only threw for what?
172.
Okay. So it was one of those nights. Yeah. But all he needed to do is throw 4 passes because 4 of them went for touchdowns.
Right.
And the defense, I keep waiting for it to implode because it imploded on opening day. The shock to me is the team that both of us did pick to win the NFC before the year started. We both picked the Saints.
We did.
On opening day in this building, Fitzmagic beat them 48-40. He put up 48 on this defense. Ryan Fitzpatrick did that to them. So since then, they've slowly climbed up. They're now 13th in points allowed. So they're a little above average. Are they dominating? Are they as good as the Dallas defense? No, I don't think so.
But they got 80 last night because the Falcons were moving the ball, Skip. But
the Falcons moved it like crazy.
I mean, because Julio fumbles the ball right before the half. It looks like they're going to get, at worst case, get 3. And then really going in for a touchdown. He fumbles the ball. So the Falcons got real careless, real loose, and it was bad luck because Matt Ryan had Julio. Julio's coming open, and he's about to hit him, and the defensive guy jumps up, gets the hand, the ball carries, and they get a pick. But don't, Skip, do you know Julio Jones has over 1,300 yards? Duke has an outside chance of getting 2,000, which is unheard of. So you're not going to the playoffs, Falcons. I suggest Matt Ryan, you just throw the ball to Julio. Let's see if he can get 2,000.
But you know what? Does Julio have impact the way that guy should have impact on the game? Because he doesn't to me.
You know, the thing is, what I'm surprised is that he doesn't have more of an impact in the red zone. But what teams are doing is says, look, you can throw it to anybody else. 11's not going to beat us. That's why Calvin really has 8, 9 touchdowns. That's why other guys, the tight end Hooper, and you see the running back come out of the backfield on the angle, catch a touchdown. Teams are just, and I don't understand why more teams don't do this, Skip. Your best player is not going to beat me in the red zone. He's not going to beat me. I'm not going to let it happen.
Okay.
I refuse to.
So, I looked down the schedule that we showed the next 3 games at Dallas, at Tampa, at Carolina on Monday night. Then Pittsburgh does go there, but they have to go there to that building. I don't love their chance. It'll be a shootout.
Yes.
It'll be high scoring like the Rams game was, but I'm going to favor the home team in that one. And then Carolina has to go there to end it. So they got Carolina twice in the last 3 games. But I didn't say the first game, which is next Thursday night at Dallas. And, you know, I'll just say this about my Cowboys.
You going to put some dew on it?
No, not yet. I got to see who's hurt and who's not hurt.
Ain't nobody hurt.
Tyron Smith play? I need to know if Tyron Smith's going to go or not.
He had 2 weeks off.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. But my team has the nuclear capability to rise up and do this because I thought there was no way at Philly, no way at Atlanta. And you saw what happened. And if this team does hit on all cylinders, it has the proper ingredients to beat Drew Brees because it can drive the football. Long drives, third down conversions, Zeke running for 150, control the clock, keep the ball away from Drew Brees. And my defense, weirdly, will rise up and make plays at weird times. It'll give up chunks, and then it'll make a play on third down where you say, where did that come from?
You better put tons of pressure on Drew Brees and hope they turn the ball over.
Well, my team can rush the passer. It didn't rush Colt McCoy the way it should have. I know. Yesterday you couldn't tell, but they have firepower coming off the edges.
Well, I tell you what. I tell you who has maximum firepower. Philly has been a disappointment, and they're okay offensively. Atlanta can score with anybody. They have firepower. But nobody outside. There are only a handful of teams that possess the firepower, true firepower, that the Saints, as far as running and throwing the football, of the New Orleans Saints. So we're going to see you got – but – you see how you was talking, how you came out here today? You got your all-black on? I bet you don't have on all-black. I bet you will have on all-black on next Friday.
Funeral black?
Yeah.
Okay.
That death march.
So